Hey guys, what's up? This is Mel, and I'm here to talk about the originals, this time episode 305, titled The Axeman's Letter, which premiered Thursday, November 5th, 2015 on the CW. And I gotta say, guys, what an episode. So first things first, if you haven't seen the episode already, I highly suggest that you go do that first. This video will have spoilers, so I'd hate for my own thoughts, opinions, and observations to influence the way you react to the episode, and it's just no fun if someone spoils it for you, and I don't want to do that for you. So go check it out first, and then come back to see what I picked up on it. So with that said, let me start my 10-minute clock, and let's begin. So what is something new that we learned this episode? A lot, actually. We got confirmation that Aurora was turned by Rebecca, and it seems like her transition story is the same as Catherine's. Basically trying to commit suicide, only to have Rebecca here heal her in time, and then when she's not being watched, she kills herself while vampire blood is still in her system, which is totally like how it happened for Catherine, which we saw on the Vampire Diaries in episode 209. Yeah. So I guess you can say Catherine took a page out of Aurora's book, since Aurora's death happened in 1002 AD. We also learned about the love story between Klaus and Aurora, based off the flashbacks. And based off the intense emotions between them, they are very lucky that Aurora was turned by Rebecca and not by Klaus, because I am 95% sure that if Aurora was turned by Klaus, then he'd be stuck with a sired Aurora. And she's crazy enough as it is. We don't need the craziness added to this sire bond between two vampires. And like I said, Aurora is crazy, and which we get from a bit from Rebecca when she tells her as a human that she has these very twisted thoughts and voices in her head, I believe is what she said. So yeah, crazy train there. But she definitely views herself to be Klaus's equal, both broken to the core, and now that they're both vampires and immortal, they're basically equals on all playing fields, in a sense. So, moving to the present day, Davina has troubles with her latest regent responsibilities, and brings in Haley and Jackson as her bodyguards. And in doing so, Haley helps Davina realize just what needs to be done as regent, basically reminding Davina that she has to do things her way and what feels right to her, instead of trying to put herself in someone else's shoes and try to fit that role as it is. So, in showing her gratitude for the advice, Davina reveals to Haley that the Crescent Clan curse has been lifted thanks to the spirit's approval, so they don't have to worry about that candle not blowing out and having them turn back to wolves for a majority of the month. So that issue is dealt with, they're free of that, and Davina even gives the candle to Haley that once had the spell on it for them. And also in the present day, when Klaus is dealing with Aurora being back in town, Elijah enlists the help of Marcel to find out what Tristan is hiding, because Elijah comes to find out that Tristan is working with someone, but he does know it's not with Aurora. So, turns out Marcel uncovers that Tristan's secret is connected to Lucian's company, therefore having them speculate that Tristan and Lucian are working together. So what is the most shocking moment of the episode? The flashbacks included Finn and Rebecca. I was not expecting that. I knew we'd get the Klaus and Aurora love story. I figured that was the focus for the flashbacks, but I hadn't expected Rebecca, even though she's a part of Aurora's transition story. But we did see a glimpse of her in the promo, so that kind of already had me pumped that we'd see Rebecca again. But Finn's appearance was a complete surprise. I was like, whoa, I was truly shocked that he was in there for the brief moment that he was, but I was so happy that he made an appearance. I just love that, seeing old familiar faces like that. So, another shocking thing has to do with the flashbacks itself, is that Elijah knew that Klaus killed Esther for 1,000 years. Elijah has known that secret. And apparently he compelled Aurora to break up with Klaus before they ran away from Michael again, instead of Aurora running away with them. And Elijah did that as a punishment to Klaus after finding out that he had killed Esther. So I guess what was surprising is the fact that Elijah knew for 1,000 years, when I thought that when Klaus originally told his siblings in the present day, back on the Vampire Diaries, I thought that was the first time Elijah was hearing it. So Now I'm really tempted to go back to that episode and watch Elijah's reaction to that news and see what happens. See if it's any different or if I pick up on anything different. I challenge you guys to do the same as well. See what you guys picked up on that. So, top favorite moments of the episode. I definitely have 3 this time. Nothing more, nothing less. First one has to be Claire Holt's return as Rebecca. I love her as Rebecca. I missed her as Rebecca, and it's great to see her fill the role again, which was great. Another favorite moment has to be the voiceover we get from Klaus during the first flashback sequence we get at the beginning of the episode about his love story with Aurora, how he was describing how she made him feel, what he felt, how he had to keep awake yet he couldn't, and stuff like that. I really liked that. It was a different side of Klaus, and it wasn't the Klaus of the present day. It was Klaus of the flashbacks that we were hearing from, which is what he's saying is basically the letter he left Aurora before they left. And the third favorite moment for me, while I hate to see Klaus and Elijah at opposite sides with each other, I love the fight scene between them. It's great to see not only them get their anger out, I guess you can say it like that, but the fact that we got to see their supernatural species specialties in there. We got to see the vampire speed. We got to see the vampire strength. We got to see Fang come out in the form of Klaus biting Elijah and having them throw each other around, breaking things. It was great to see Klaus and Elijah actually get down and do the dirty work in regards to the hard work, I guess you could say. I don't know, I just really like the fight scene. I always love the fight scenes. It's really great how they can pull those together and make it how it comes out to be. So there's that. Top 3 peeved moments. I actually have the 3. First one is all the hype behind Klaus and Aurora. I don't like it because Aurora is not Klaus's first love. That title goes straight to Tatia, whether she reciprocated that love or not. Klaus did love Tatia, so for him, she was his first love. Aurora, on the other hand, is Klaus's first love as a vampire. Though I guess you could say Aurora was the first one to reciprocate the love back to him. So there's that. And also with Klaus's emotions being heightened due to his vampirism and because of his werewolf gene, he's feeling love on a whole different level. Therefore, he felt heartbreak on a whole different level. So because of that, what he felt for Aurora is definitely up there on the scale, but she's not his first love. I just don't like when they say it's first love. She is his first vampire love. So there's that. Can't forget Tatia. Tatia is the origin point for the story of Klaus and Elijah and the whole vampire. We can't forget Tatia, for sure. Third peeved moment is the fact that Camille got arrested for the serial killings, all because she managed to find the latest victim. And now she's being arrested because her prints were only on the murder weapon, and then she has the whole closet of dark artifacts that her Uncle Kieran was hiding, which she manages to show Vincent, but then Detective Kinney managed to find her there too, and then he arrested her there, so it's very annoying. Cammy is just, how can anyone suspect Cammy to begin with? And I really hope Klaus does something to intervene in this, because, I thought Kinney was on Cammy's side and trying to protect her. It just makes no sense. Anyways, third peeve moment has to be Klaus's impulsive reaction to Elijah's betrayal. Understand in the moment all the heightened emotions in the new discovery, which he learns from Aurora, of all people, that Elijah betrayed him. I get why he's hurt. I get why he's angry. But at the time, it seems like it's not the best time to turn on the only brother you know is not going to want to see you dead after everything. It just seems like Klaus is more inclined to drive a wedge between them than to patch things up. When just months ago, Klaus did the biggest betrayal for Elijah there possible by breaking their family apart when trying to deal with Dahlia. It just seems like a tug of war, and I wish that I guess it's better for them to come and learn this betrayal when they're still at odds than if they had reconciled and then learn about it and then be torn apart again. But Klaus was doing so well trying to earn Elijah's trust and forgiveness, and now it seems like the shoe was on the other foot, which sucks. So, yeah. So what will I remember most about this episode? Flashbacks for sure. The love story between Klaus and Aurora was very interesting. We definitely got to see a brand new side to Klaus, for sure, which was very, very, very interesting, for sure. Sorry if I keep saying that. Okay, random questions. One, will we ever get the transition story for Tristan? We saw Lucian, we saw Aurora. Now I'm wondering just what situation Tristan had to get himself into in order for Elijah to turn him into a vampire. There's that. Is it because he found out that Aurora was turned or something? I don't know. There goes my timer. Hold on. Okay. Next question. Is it possible that the serial killer is Tristan and Lucian? I mean, one could attack while the other's in the presence of someone else, clearing their name, and then they could switch it around so that they do the same thing for the other one. Because with Marcel's discovery that they are secretly meeting up, possibly, or at least they're two companies, then why not have them both? I mean, Lucian came into town first. The killing started around that time. So he could have started it. And then when he's in custody, Tristan is suddenly in town. And he could have done the next killings that would have cleared Lucian's name. I mean, they're both attached to the whole slicing the mouth thing. Lucian being the victim and Tristan being the one creating the injury in the first place. So I think it's very possible that the both of them are working together to do these serial killings. Next question. Is there any chance that the destruction of Klaus and Elijah is just an act to fool everyone, including their enemies, into thinking that they are against each other, to trick them into wanting to bring one of them in to help destroy the other one, and in doing so confiding in them, which would be the enemy's mistake? I mean, Klaus kind of did that with Dahlia last season, where he basically fought with his siblings, fought with his family, and turned against them to gain Dahlia's trust. But yet in doing so, he managed to get to know her plan and turn the tables on her. So I'm wondering if that is also happening right now with Klaus and Elijah pulling that same move. I really, really, really hope so, because it would be a complete shame if after 1,000 years the brothers are truly broke beyond repair. It'd be a shame for sure. Okay, so predictions. First one, Klaus and Elijah will be thrown apart even further. I mean, and then Freya's gonna be stuck in the middle, because we saw at the very end of the episode, Elijah confessed that he's done carrying Klaus, and then if he wants to fight, bring it on type thing. So I'm worried. I'm definitely worried, but I think they're gonna be separated for a while before they come together as brothers again. Next one's not really a prediction. It's from the synopsis for episode 306, and that Rebecca in her witch body is coming back to town, or at least she's going to be seen on screen. So we'll figure out why that is and when it is, and if she's in trouble or not. I'd assume she is, if that's why we're seeing it focused on her again. My next prediction is that Cammie's arrest is going to be an issue. And I'm wondering if Vincent will turn to Klaus for help or not. But I don't think Cammie's going to. If Cammie gets out after one episode, then I don't know. It would seem too rushed, but I think she might be in there for maybe an episode or two if they show her for both episodes. But it's a shame for Cammie. Things are not looking good for the human. No. And last prediction is that this prophesized beast, it has to be revealed at some point, instead of it just being a shadowed figure with weird fangs. But if it's not shown soon, then maybe that is how the winter finale ends, with the cliffhanger being on the reveal of this beast. So, I guess there's that to look forward to. So, that's all I have to say. What did you guys think of the episode? What surprised you? What did you like? I'd love to hear it all in the comments below. Love to hear your own theories about what's to come, or who you think is behind certain acts. Also, don't forget to like this video, subscribe to my channel, check out my other videos, and to share this with all your other friends and fans in the Originals fandom. Let's spread the word around. Let's keep this fandom growing. Let's just see where this can go. I'm truly excited to see how and when for sure. And I'm hoping for a crossover episode soon. I love crossovers. I want to see how the two worlds can exist within each other when they already come from the same universe, if that makes sense. So there's that. Also, if you want a more detailed recap of the episode or a play-by-play of it, if you will, check out my LiveJournal account. Link for that will be down below in the box. You can find it there. Also, sorry, popcorn kernel. Anyways, if you want more information on the originals, whether that's promos, sneak peeks, episode synopses, episode stills, or GIFs in itself, check out my Tumblr page. Links for those will be down below as well. I like to reblog everything into one place so you have one location to look for it all instead of going to many different places. So there's that. And also, that's about it. So thank you guys for watching. I truly appreciate it. It means the world that you're even listening or taking an interest. But don't be afraid to leave any comments below. If you have your own questions in itself or your own theories, don't be afraid to share them and comment them. I'd love to hear about them. Maybe I'll touch upon them in the next video. Who knows? So until next Thursday, this is Mel wishing you all a great day, a great weekend, and I hope you have a fun time until the next episode. So take care. Bye for now.